that I will not be going back to the diner in Spartanburg.
Amen, brother.
Good.
It's not my choice, it's theirs.
I think that was a bad influence.
Well, I tell you what happened. Of course, I'm over there, and it's near lunchtime. And I said, well, I ain't been in a while, so I'm going to stop, and grab me a little something, And listen, this is a nice restaurant. I mean, it's not a little diner.
Based on the stories I've heard, it's a nice restaurant.
Well, you go in and, they got your booth and your chairs and your tables, and then they got, you just got a big buffet up there, and all that. So it's a pretty nice restaurant. But I get in there, and take one of my normal seats there, and I'm thinking I might get me some of that buffet, But I look at the buffet up there, and there's a man up there sitting there eating from the buffet.
Ooh, eating from the buffet.
Yeah,
got him a chair pulled up.
I
to
said,
the buffet.
now right there. That first of all, I ain't eating here now.
No,
and that's pissed me off. So I'm gonna go over here and tell this man and kick his ass. All right, so I go over there, all huffing and a puffing over there, and I get over there and he's in a wheelchair. I said, and they told me, said, you leave. I said, okay.
Dang.
So, no more diner stories.
So, in other words, it's not that you've just decided not to go back. They have thrown your ass out of the cafe in Spartanburg.
Listen, I've been thrown out of better places than that.
I don't doubt that. I know. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
So I can't go back.
They thought that everything was fine until you almost tried to beat up an invalid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened. Because I was going to whoop his ass. I mean, somebody pull up a dang chair at the buffet and just sitting there. No.
That's a whole other level of arrogance.
But here's the thing I don't know.
Level.
Okay, because I did leave. Without with a little bit of scuffle, but I left. All right. What I don't know is, this man in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Because last week I told you about the man came out with his tail.
Yep.
Well, right behind him was the man in the wheelchair. Well, I'm thinking they might have been together.
Yeah.
So.
But you didn't see the man with the tail this time.
No, I saw the man in the wheelchair this time.
Maybe that's why he's in a wheelchair. Cut his tail off and's healing up. He's like, hey, gotta take a rest on them legs there, Hot Wheels.
You gotta sit on a donut in a wheelchair for a minute.
Yeah. Maybe he was sitting on a donut.
So, just so y'all know, there'll be no more diner stories.
No more diner stories, Hal.
Retired the old
Of
diner.
course, now you're going to find you a new place to go eat, ain't you?
Oh, I have to.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta eat.
There could be some excitement goes on in that place, too.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spartanburg's kind of a iffy, shady place
I
to
noticed
be anyway.
everybody in Spartanburg at the diners and stuff, they all old people. I mean, they everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Geriatric.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just. And they talk about some of the things that I don't want to hear from old people.
Old people sex.
Well, exactly. Nursing home sex is what it's called.
Jesus.
And if you think about it, I mean, they all hemmed up in one spot.
Yeah.
And listen, you can only play bingo so long.
Yeah.
And then your mind wanders off to other things. So, but I don't hear that about old people trying to eat me a hot dog and French fries.
No.
Yeah, definitely not that.
Damn.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of nursing homes, I went to one last week.
Just visiting.
Yeah.
Stopped in.
Yeah, just visiting.
Taking the roll
And no. I don't want to know people.
for up yonder. A couple of them will be there.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? That's between them and God.
Yeah. But I was cruising around through there, and they when they design nursing homes, they should make them easier, right? They should make them like a
Nope.
like a one main hallway entrance, and then hallways that fork off every 40 feet or so. No. They design them like a damn corn maze.
Mm-hmm.
That's on purpose.
I guess
It is.
So
It's
they
on
can't get out so easy.
they can't get out.
Okay.
And you take the simple ones, and those are always the ones who have the escapees.
The one up here.
Yep.
Yep. They're always out
every,
on the
every
bridge.
other week. Every other week. Oh, Jeffrey got out again.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got to put a bell on that bastard.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Speaking of nursing homes, this happened several years ago, but I volunteered for a week or two, to drive people, because that's what I do, drive, But I had to use my own car, But I had the Cadillac, so, I had plenty of room and everything. It wasn't hard for them to get in and out.
And they were used to that car.
And I was going to say, and old people love Cadillacs.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
them some
Yeah.
Cadillacs,
So
yeah.
You got them.
So anyway,
you win already.
it was hot in there, so I got my windows tinted.
Mm-hmm.
And back then they had this mirror tint, you know. Well, the guy putting it on wasn't too good, so he put it on backwards, so the mirror was inside the car. Yeah, that's what I said. So here I am volunteering, and I get 2 or 3 old people in the back seat, you know, and shut the door, getting in ready to drive off, and they hollering and carrying on. I said, what in the world's going on? So I stop, get out and go on the other side, and the lady from the nursing home, you know, runs it. She came out there. What's wrong? I said, I don't know. Open the door, back door, and all 3 of them in there screaming. Got out so quick as I said, what is wrong with y'all? There's too many people in there. There's too many people. We getting out of here. I said, oh, I understand now. So,
Felt a little claustrophobic, huh?
oh, yeah. I mean, they thought they was in a crowd.
Yeah.
You know, and old people don't want to be in no crowd.
No,
No, they don't.
no.
Old people don't want to be in a crowd because, you know, something could happen. You know, they could
Fall.
Well, you know what old people do.
Yeah,
You know,
you
so
could-
if something could happen, they don't want to be in no crowd when it happens.
They
Privacy.
Could get,
They
their
want their
candy
privacy.
could get pickpocketed. You know.
Yeah.
All their loose candies.
Yeah, I think that's what they think when I'm walking through the nursing home. They're like, "Oh, hide your
Hide your food,
Hershey
hide your
Kisses.
candy.
Yeah.
Hide you. Yeah, it wouldn't be.
Hide your
Hershey's
cinnamon
Kisses,
discs and your butterscotches."
That's more like it. Hide your peppermint.
Yeah,
He's coming.
but I was walking through there, and I walked past the nurse's station twice, and finally the nurse was like, "Sir, can I help
Second time
with
you didn't
something?"
mean to, though, did you?
I mean, I didn't mean to go by it again, but
You
she
just
was
didn't
like,
know
"Sir,
where
can
you
I
were."
help you with something?"
I know how you feeling.
I was like, "I'm just trying to get out of here."
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, well, how long you been here?" I said,
You're like, I feel
hour
like
and
I'm
a
in
half.
hell.
"Are you visiting somebody?" I said, "Nope.
Nope.
I was just seeing what y'all had on the menu for lunch, you know." She's like, "You been here an hour and a half?" I said, "Trying to get out." She said, "Well, come on, the door's right up here." I was like, "Thanks." You know, then I got out, pocket full of cinnamon discs.
That's right.
And that's the best, you know. I'm not advocating like thievery or violence or
None of that. None of
d-
that. Don't do
d-
that.
What is it? Deceitful or deceivious, nefarious acts
Nefarious things.
against oldies. But
You ain't trying to be malicious.
if they
But
got,
they easy.
if they got a bowl of cinnamon
Yeah,
discs
they
near the
make it
door,
easy.
I'm gonna fill my pocket up and then close their door. That way, you know, they got to waddle over to the bed and hit the button so it'll start beeping, so somebody will come check on them. Somebody stole my cinnamon disc.
a handful of my cinnamon discs.
And they're like, "Randall,
How
you
can
got
you tell?"
dementia now. Shut the hell up."
Randall, you ate those.
Them things been gone for a week.
Yeah. So, and that's the beautiful part about it. If you go on the dementia side over there, you can get
You can get away with a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And you know,
And I'm
It's
sure
not
you can
good.
convince a lot of them that you're their great grandson or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you hear a lot of stories about a diner in Spartanburg from there.
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
Some fool in a Cadillac.
I'll walk through there and be like, "What you say, Grandpa?" He's like, "Hey, grandson." I'm like, "No, I'm just banking that you're a grandpa."
Yeah, you have to be a grandpa,
Yeah.
right?
Surely.
The odds are
But his
in my
name's not
favor.
Shirley.
No. Hell, nowadays it might be.
Never know.
I thought, and then I forgot.
Story of
I
my
have that
life, right
happen
there.
a lot.
Yeah.
I thought, I forgot.
Oh, I was going to take a job driving old people. This was when I was down on my luck, and or it was just non-existent.
Maybe it's up on your luck.
Yeah. And so I had to go interview for this job, and it was driving a bus or like a small bus, you know, not like a short bus, but like a
Like a
Church bus.
Like
yeah,
a
like a van.
The upstate seniors type thing.
That's what it was.
Yep.
And so I had to go interview. Well, I had to go to down Greenwood to interview for this. I'm like, I'm not coming here every morning. I'm just going to keep the bus at the house, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check in here every morning
No,
to go
no,
pick
no.
up these kids,
No.
adult kids.
There we go. I'm not picking up children, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like
Oh.
in their head.
Yeah. So I interview. They're like, "Hey, great. You know, we'd love to hire you." I'm like, "Cool, cool." So what exactly? I feel like this should have been a part of the interview, but I was like, "So what exactly are my daily like duties?" I know I pick them up, take them to the doctor, bring them back. You know.
in the in between, do I have to talk to them?
Yeah, that was
That's
one.
basically what you were getting at. You were like, what happens if Janice has an accident?
Those were my questions.
That's what
I've
you're
never
really,
interviewed
That's what
for
you're
a-
really getting at.
Right. I've never interviewed for a job that I didn't get. Batting 1,000. But I have interviewed for jobs that I didn't take.
Or won't.
Yeah. This was one of them.
Yeah.
So I do my thing, and I'm like,
Put you
so-
down on your luck.
I was down on my
your
luck, so I was like, I kind of need this.
You got to do
know?
what you got to do when you're down on that luck.
So I asked her, what happens, like, if we're riding and there's an emergency, do I just pull over and call an ambulance or whatever? And they're like, well, no, we have a kit, in the van that it's got a defibrillator. It's got
A refrigerator.
Yeah.
Keep your drinks cold.
It's got an IED in there
Yeah.
just in case you need to,
And it's
blow
got
'em
a first aid kit. And all kind and so what you do is you just pull over and you'd render aid until they get there. And I'm like,
Yeah, no.
That ain't happening.
That rendering part, I don't know nothing about.
yeah. I was like, well, also, okay, that's not going to happen. First, I'm going to call 911, keep cruising toward a hospital. Second, what if someone and I couldn't remember the word, like the proper word. And so I was like, what if, there's an accident or something? It was like, well, if you get in a vehicle accident, I'm like, no, what if somebody...
No, what if there's a termination on board?
Yeah, what if someone shits himself? And I was trying to say defecate, but I said what did I say? Deflates.
What if someone deflates
So it was kind of, yeah. So
You got to blow them back up.
that's
what the IED's for.
So they were like, well, you would just, get them to where they're at, get them to the nursing home, tell them, hey, what's her name had an accident.
Get them separated first.
Yeah. Then you'd go, clean it up. I'm like,
Whoa.
strike two.
Hold up now.
Strike two.
I thought you were going to say you just hand them off to the nursing home staff and they take care of it. No. Then you clean it up.
No. I
They take
clean
care
up-
of their end, but you
Yeah,
still
you
got your
you got to
end.
clean
Yes.
the bus.
Yeah.
Like, you got to clean up the mess.
Yeah. And I'm like, nah, not do I strike two,
Yeah. You running, you guys are almost going to make me not want this job.
Yeah,
okay?
and then the last straw was I asked what the procedures were for like lunch breaks, and they were like, "Well, you get 10 minutes," and I was like, "Well, I
You
can't,
can't even order in 10
I
minutes.
can't
am I
even get
gonna
to
do
a
with
drive-through in 10 minutes." And they
It
were
takes me
like,
10 minutes to order my food.
"But when you pick up seniors at the care facilities, you can go in and eat there for free." I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
That sounds like they tried to frame that as a perk
Yeah.
of the job, and it's not.
Right.
That's not a perk.
But that just tells you where my priorities are. Number one was lunch.
Yep.
Number two was I'm not cleaning up shit.
Yep.
What was number three?
3 was I don't want to be responsible for a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not signing up. I already told the funeral home no.
Yep.
I'm not doing this. And
You
I'm
damn
not-
sure don't want to deal with them before they get to the funeral home.
I'm gonna tell you
No.
something about that, okay? And I don't know anything about nursing home drivers, the job you're applying for, but I do know. Okay, I saw, and this is downtown Seneca, right here. Okay, one of those buses pulls up downtown Seneca, across from the courthouse, right there. That's not a walkway or nothing. It's
Yeah.
just right
No,
there
that's
on.
a 4-lane,
Yeah.
pretty big road.
So the bus stops right in the right lane, and it don't have none of them stop things,
Oh, yeah.
like a school bus does.
No. They just brake
So-
lights.
Yeah, so he opens the door apparently, and I don't know, 13 old people get out, and I guess they go into the courthouse because they go in front of the bus and start going across the highway. Well, there's cars coming every which way, and you can't see them old people if you're in the left lane going 45
right.
or
In the
40 or
25.
how fast I was going.
Yeah.
And, I see the other lights turning, other people, cars coming this way, and here's old people trying to get across, And everybody going 40, 45. So, I mean, I would thought they were doing jumping jacks. I didn't know what they were doing. But they right in the middle of the highway, 13 of them, trying to get across the road, and F-350's coming like 42 miles an hour the other way, and I'm going this way. And anyway, nobody got hurt.
No, thank
They
you.
got across.
Praise
Nobody
some of them got across the
seriously
road.
hurt, or nobody got hurt at all.
I think one of them sprung his ankle.
Okay.
And one of them, well, I will say this, I guess one walker got a bent leg or something, or I guess his tennis ball came off or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Those can be replaced.
But I'm thinking,
By Medicare.
why don't they have a big old stop sign? I mean, a big one. It
Or
goes
like
all the way across the road.
Yeah.
or like a resource officer, like just for old people.
Yeah.
Like a
And you were telling your story, and I got to thinking, part of your responsibility, if you took this job, is going to be you get out there in the middle of that highway and you stop traffic.
Yeah.
crossing guard. That's what I meant.
Right.
Crossing guard. for old
so
people. That's what you.
I'm kind of glad you didn't take this
Yeah.
job now.
Yeah.
You could have got hurt.
Yeah.
That would have been strike 4 anyway.
Yeah. Well, there were, a number of strikes. They said that when I got to pick them up, they scheduled their time. So like if Nancy had to be at the doctor at 1, I'd pick her up at 12. Just to ensure we had enough time to get her out of her room to the van by 12:45.
In all 4 miles.
Yeah,
And then
but that was the thing. They're like, you got to go in, find her in her room, and then walk her to the thing. I was like, I'm just coming up and beeping the horn. Hell, I'll buy an air horn if you ain't got a horn.
come on, let's go.
They can't
Let's
hear good.
rip.
I'll get an air horn.
I'm here, and I got stuff to do. I got
And I'm
other
not good
oldies
in
to
nursing
slam.
homes
Open the
anyway.
2 doors. Let's go.
Yeah.
I get
go,
lost myself
darling.
in a nursing home.
So I don't recommend getting near a nursing home. If you got people that you care about that are in there, you go see them. But
Yeah,
I'd
go
get out
see them.
quick.
Go see them and then get out quickly.
Yeah.
Because you will get stuck.
And hell, it's the holidays now. Thanksgiving is behind us.
That's
So-
right. That's right. Thanks.
Just don't stop in a nursing home, go in wandering around. Unless you know somebody, like you did.
Yeah, don't do what I did. Do as I no. What is it?
I guess,
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, but I told you to go steal their candy, so don't listen to me.
Yeah, this is
Me and Earl's got
financial advice.
Yeah, me and Earl got the real question. Okay. All right. You stopped at this nursing home. Did you have to go poop?
Yeah.
Now the real reason
Now
comes
then
out.
we find it out. That makes sense now.
Well, that was my thing. I was already in there, and I already done my dang temperature check. I had already signed the thing. It said, "Hey, I'm not sick." I was wearing a mask. So
Little did they know that, in fact, you were sick and you did have to poop.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sick, but I'm.
You going?
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
like. I feel like how drug users say they're like sick when they don't have like drugs in their
Yeah.
system.
Mhm.
I feel like that's you when you have to poop.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're sick. Like you need to get well.
Oh yeah. I need to unload this demon. I need to unburden myself.
Unburdened.
That's what I feel like.
So I'm walking through there and I have my mask on, because you have to. And so I have one of the masks that you pull over your face, not one of the little loop gays.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm walking through there, and this lady, not a nurse, but like a associate nurse, or like a
Step below nurse, CNA.
yeah. She comes walking beside me. She's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "How you doing?" She said, "I'm good." I said, "Where's your mask at?" 'Cause she wasn't wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Oh, it's up there at the nurse's station." I said, "I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit where your mask is at."
Is that the way you said it?
I'm
Yeah.
just playing.
Yeah.
She laughed, and I walked out. Well, I walked to
Well, I
the
was
other
gonna say you
nurse's
walked to the
station.
other
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
And then
For
she was
the
like,
8th time.
"Come on, we'll get out of
Come
here."
on back. I'll help you get out of
Yeah.
here.
Then she took my arm like I was an old person. I'm like, I can walk fine.
I'm fine. Like,
Yeah, I'm not uneasy.
you're not. What is it? What they call like the
Wobbly.
early enrollee? Like at college, like college athletic. You're not like an early enrollee for the nursing home.
No, I'm not on
He was
campus
on a
early.
recruiting trip.
Yeah, he's losing it. Just checking out the campus.
That would be a good video.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
That would be a good video.
We should shoot and we should do it, we should be like trying to get them to sell us on coming there. Because the nurses aren't going to. Whoever the director, whoever you
Yes.
meet with,
Whoever
when you go
They have a
Absolutely.
sales rep, I think.
Oh,
Right.
100%.
right.
100%.
We don't meet with them. We just go in and find a nurse and be like,
So how's the place?
yeah.
So how is it here?
Do you guys have like a pool or like a slip and slide or anything?
Yeah, you guys.
We take a real old person with us, and when y'all have to stand on each side of her helping her,
Oh, yeah.
because they're gonna assume she's wanting to get in.
You guys have aerobics classes here? Like, do you do any knitting?
We'll just do it the opposite way. Well, me and Josh will just go in with no old person.
That's
Just
what
ask
makes
all
it-
these questions and be like, well, so who's your family members coming here? Well, we're going to come here in about 30, 40 years.
We're just checking it out. Seeing what you guys got going now, planning for the future.
Giving you a little time to take some of our ideas and implement them. So
Right.
when we get here,
It's
we
ready
got
for
satisfied.
activities.
We do also have scheduled visits with Bellevue and with
Just to let you know,
The
it's
Highlands
not our
House.
first stop.
yeah,
It's not our first stop.
yeah, and not our last. So
We're
you
gonna
gotta
price
wow
you.
us.
We're gonna price it out.
Yeah, you gotta wow us. What do you have that they don't have? She's like, we do karaoke on Tuesdays. I'm like, it's not going to cut it.
That's not enough.
We need
That's
some
not
type of water in here. She's like, we have
No.
bathtubs. I'm like,
Actually,
thank God.
You know what? How many residents did expired last year? How many of those?
87? Oh, that's
That's actually
Ooh, that's high.
That's higher
That's
than
high.
Bellevue. They only had 54.
Yeah, we only got room for 54.
Looking at the mortality rate too, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
that's another thing.
One more
that,
question. Y'all got casino night on Tuesdays? By chance?
right.
You guys have a
Because they
bar
do. I mean,
Yeah, they do.
no limit either. I mean,
What was I doing? What was I doing?
You I don't know.
you in nursing home.
No, I was doing something else.
No, you were. Well, we were scouting out a nursing home,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think that'd be a good idea.
Shit.
Be a good idea.
And when you go to this nursing home, we're going to have to borrow somebody's 78 Monte Carlo. So you pull right up in the front and
Yeah.
park right there and get out and go in.
Yeah.
Parking space or not.
Yeah.
Just pull up.
Right there.
and get out.
Just park and get out.
Park up on the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, one wheel up on the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I do. I go in there to poop. Because I got the one, and that's one thing. Like, I'm not, I love my grandma, but when I go to visit her, she's all the time asking me, like, hey, you need to go to the bathroom? And I'm like, no, not right now.
Well, she knows you.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, she knows you.
It's a valid question.
It is. At any point, someone could ask you that, and it might be spot on.
Oh, it's more than 50-50.
Yeah.
So, but every time she's like, you need to go to the bathroom. So one time I was like, you might have been there with me. I was like, I do.
Yeah, I do.
You actually, you know what? I do. I do have to.
Can you go to my neighbor's room?
So
That's what she said.
I go
She was
in
like,
the,
go to the neighbor's room, please.
bathroom, and it is not okay. Like, it's not fine to use this bathroom because it's like a one room. Like, there's a shower. It's all one big shower,
And it's
with
all one combined floor too.
That's
so
what
like
it
the
is.
shower's not separated from the drain. So
Yeah.
like the drain's just in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Toilet, shower, the water runs
Yeah.
everywhere in the floor.
Sink on the wall.
That's just so you don't have to be too accurate with your aim.
Good point.
On any of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And because I feel like people haven't before in
If
there.
you make
well,
it
they
all
learn-
the way
they
into
learned.
the room, you're good. No
Yeah,
matter
they
what.
can hose
we
it
can
down.
hose that bitch
Yep.
down. Yeah.
Hose you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was so I went in there and I was like, man, this is private. She her roommate or whoever's passed on or not
Invalid.
here or something. Yeah.
And they don't put no lock on the door, do they?
No,
Because they can't lock them in
they
because they
got the
couldn't
little
get out.
string if you need help, and so.
Yep.
So
How many
I'm-
times did you pull it? Just once?
Well, I look at, so now I'm examining. I'm like, this is weird. This is all one room. I don't want to be here. And then I look
need
at
to
the
get out.
toilet, and it's one it's like it's not like a house toilet. Don't have a base. It's shooting directly out.
No,
of
it's
the wall.
like a
prison toilet.
like a school toilet.
Yeah, prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's shooting off the wall, and that's not the worst part. Now, of course, it's got sidebars, or hand or whatever, the
It's got the
grommets,
Yep.
or whatever.
Hard to hold on to it, but they there.
They're there.
It's got the help, assisting, whatever.
But then it's also it
I
looks
thought
like
them was armrests.
Yeah. Well, they were going to be, but it also had like
it looked like a backboard.
yeah.
It looked like it looked like just two flat pieces of plastic. One went beside the seat, and then
Yeah.
one went up like at an angle like
Yeah.
that. So it was like
It's like a throne.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's kinda
funnel.
like a
You
throne.
talking about a
Shitty
funnel?
throne.
Again, accuracy comes
Yeah.
into play here. You just don't have to be that accurate.
Right, which is also fine. The thing that alarmed me the most, and the ultimate reason why I decided not to use that bathroom, is
Because there's a pressure washer in there and a chicken.
No, is the toilet seat had it's like a booster seat.
yeah,
And you needed it.
yeah.
I didn't need it. I needed it not to be there.
I needed it to. I didn't need to sit on a donut to use the bathroom.
If you put a booster seat anywhere, it's 2 inches, maybe 4 inches. This sumbitch was every bit of a foot and a half tall. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is this?
Hey, I have to climb to get up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you need this for?
That must be what them straps are for.
And I guess I have no idea what it's for.
Well, no, that was the scariest part to me. Is all of this is like the booster part of it, whatever. It has straps. It has like race car straps.
Yeah.
Like, to hold you in.
5-point harness.
Yeah, it's like a harness almost. I'm like, I don't know about this.
You're gonna sit here till you poop.
We don't
You
care
is
next Tuesday.
unstrap you when you're done pooping.
I wonder if, because I saw that was my thing. The booster thing had me like, nah. Yeah. And Josh pointed out, I came out of the bathroom. I was like, go in there and look at that bathroom. He goes in there. He comes out. He's like, you didn't see that racing harness they had in there? I was like, no.
You know, them old people telling their family, they put me in this parachute.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to throw me out of.
like, oh my gosh, Aunt Alice just has such bad dementia.
Yeah.
My
I
gosh.
wonder,
She's never
though,
even been
if-
skydiving.
Yeah. I wonder if they are putting them in that so they don't like fall asleep and fall forward. I hope that's what it is.
I feel like that's probably a
But
good,
I hope to God it's not like
guess.
they're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, all right, well, let's put the harness on you, and because, when Alice shits, it's gonna launch her ass into another dimension. It's so damn violent,
From that booster
That's
seat
good
full of
food
foam.
to have there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Aunt Alice is a space cadet now. She is in more ways than one. She's out of here. She's out of
Beat
this world.
Elon Musk out a long time ago. Didn't she?
Long time.
Talking about that, I decided to get me a real Christmas tree this year.
No, did you?
Yeah. So I went
In
to the
woods.
lot to get me one.
a lot.
Picked me a nice one out, and the man asked me, he said, you going to put it up yourself? I said, no, I'm put it in the damn living room. What's wrong with you?
Pervert.
So I just told her, I said, forget it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I left.
I don't want that.
I
Blame you.
I didn't want to get involved in nothing like that.
I don't blame you. I got
Sorry,
a
Joe from Lowe's. I don't want to do that.
I got a rain stick on layaway for Christmas.
Well, what?
Rain stick, one of them.
No, we don't know.
You don't know about a rain stick? Rain
Oh,
stick's
y'all ain't never heard of a rain stick?
No.
What?
It's like a.
Shit.
Well, you wave it around like a wand and it starts
you're
raining?
You're telling me that we know something that y'all don't know?
Apparently, if you've got a range stick,
Shit.
Amen.
Y'all ain't never
What
heard
do we call it?
My God.
Rain gauge?
No.
Oh.
Rain stick's a musical instrument that
You just play in the rain or it don't work?
It sounds like rain.
it's like a didgeridoo, but with caps on the end.
Yeah, it's like a hollow stick.
But it's got like
They ain't making
Pins in
stuff
it.
up.
Yeah,
Earl.
it's
got
They
pins
are
in it.
making stuff up now.
So it looks like a
it's a Chinese instrument,
yeah.
and it's a stick, probably about 4 feet long, and it's got like pins strategically placed in there, probably like a bunch of rice in it.
Acupuncture stick.
Or beans.
No, beans or rice or something, and then when you all beans at the bottom, when you turn it over, they fall down these sticks on the inside, and it sounds
No.
like rain.
No. Pretty sure that's not true. Them beans in there, you stopped somewhere to get something to eat, didn't you? What's up?
No. This
No,
is
he didn't bean it up.
No, I put this on a layaway. No.
He bought it fully assembled.
Yeah, I don't know how to make one, so
Sounds like
Assembly
rain.
required, no
Yeah.
beans required.
it's like the
Here's the idea.
yeah.
Just if you wanted to record rain, just go outside when it rains.
I don't want to. I want to make my own rain sounds.
Yeah,
music. I
well.
want to make rain music.
It's like the
range
background.
stick.
Like if you listen to Phil
Radio?
Collins,
Mm-hmm.
the In the Air Tonight. No, what is it? Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
What's
the one.
what is the one in the Lion King? Can you feel the love in the air? No, I don't know.
You feel the love tonight?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Phil Collins. Who was that one?
That's
Phil Jackson.
I don't know.
He's the one that invented the rain stick.
No, if you listen to Phil Collins in the air tonight at the beginning before he murders the drums,
Mhm.
and before the guitar's like,
Before the do.
yeah,
Okay.
you can hear the rain stick in the background.
I got you.
And I thought, I don't know how to play a guitar. I don't know how to play the drums. I don't know how to play the piano.
I definitely can't sing.
I'm not learning any of them.
No.
Rain stick, turn it over, makes a sound. Turn it back over, makes a sound. I can
Easy
handle
peasy.
that.
It's like playing the triangle.
Yeah.
Except you don't even have to hit it. You don't even have to hit it at a different spot. You can just
Yeah, turn it over.
turn it over.
And So spoiler alert, that was for Earl for Christmas. So
Yep.
go ahead and tell him about it. That way he knew.
Knows what it is.
Well, now there's different range stick. There's a bamboo range stick.
That's what I
That's
got.
the one we got you.
Okay,
That's the one you got.
Yeah.
that damn thing, $64 freaking dollars.
How much?
64?
Well, that's why he put it on layaway.
Where is that one? At Amazon.
You put yours on layaway for $199 or something like that.
$1,100.
I don't know where it's where
Yours
it's
is
from.
handmade,
Range
though.
stick at Amazon is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a mass produced. You got like a hand.
Mine might come with a damn Chinese person play it for you. $1,100. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my deposit.
Here's
back.
one for $11.49 at Amazon.
Well, that's
That's
more
it.
like it.
$1,149.
Yeah.
Yep. That's more like it.
That's more like
That's
it.
more like it. That's a real range
stick.
stick.
Well,
If you could get your
I-
deposit back on that giraffe,
Today,
pay for it.
Today is a good day because
You get
I
a
have
6
learned
range
something
sticks.
today.
today's a
There we
good
go.
day.
That.
But there is such a freaking thing as a range.
Yeah.
Hey, about 5 weeks from now, you'll have one.
That's right.
So.
Put it with my weather rock.
What I'm getting at is I'm thinking that we should start a band.
What are we gonna call it? Rain Men?
No.
The rain sticks.
No, we'll think of a better name than that.
We'll all play the rain stick.
Bring the.
We'll
rain.
have to get
It
different.
sound like a
instrum-
thunderstorm.
No, we'll have to get different instruments that we can play. Like none of us are, talented enough to play music. Earl, you
Anything.
play instruments?
No, I
Okay.
barely can play a damn radio.
Okay. So Earl's got the rain stick. Well, he'll have the rain stick.
Yep.
Other instruments that are easy to play: the triangle.
Yep.
Bell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cowbell. I can
What-
play that.
What do
Shaker. The little shakers.
No, Earl's got a rain stick.
No, it's,
He can
it's a
turn it.
different sound. It's a different sound.
You talking about a
Different sound.
tambourine?
Yeah, something like that.
What
I can do
about
tambourine.
if we gave you 6 weeks to practice?
Yep.
Do you think you could figure out how to play the recorder, like the little,
Yep.
Okay.
Easy.
and not just green sleeves?
No.
Okay.
I know. I still remember green sleeves from elementary school, but yeah, I could play the recorder probably.
So you want him to record it?
We'll record it later.
Oh,
And, we'll come in here. We'll soundproof it. Earl. What is green sleeves about? Does anybody know the words to green sleeves?
I've never
No.
heard of green. I thought you had green sleeves on
Yeah,
your
I
shirt.
thought, you,
so
I thought you wore it today.
That's right, baby. Little green sleeves.
What is the sound
Green
of
sleeves about an elf.
I feel like
I'm
that's
sorry, I
right.
just made that up. I don't know what it's about.
What is it?
Is it? A
Yeah, I don't-
leprechaun?
well, who knows?
Is it about a
Apparently
leprechaun?
you know because you
Oh no, I can just play it.
How
I don't
does
know the
it
background
sound?
on it.
How does green sleeves sound? Like pretend you had a recorder,
Oh.
not a trumpet.
I can't do a good recorder sound.
All right, play it on the trumpet.
I don't actually know green sleeves.
Oh, this is going nowhere.
Yeah, I
it
lied.
sounds like a damn rain
I lied. I
stick.
actually don't know green
I
sleeves.
think it's made up.
Only thing I know, green sleeve got a lot of rain stick in the background.
That's green sleeves.
Or Miami Vice. One of the.
Yeah, I might have got them confused,
Anyway.
but I think that's green sleeves.
What is what's that other song that we were that armadillo song?
Yeah, armadillo.
Armadillo by morning.
Yeah.
Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
Wait, did you write that?
Armadillos keep digging.
We swear
Isn't that
that
it?
when we heard it, we thought Earl might have wrote that. Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
That's it.
We thought, yeah, that's Earl.
I had the melody wrong.
Yeah, that's Earl. But I think we could at least play like small bars.
We could, we
Like
wouldn't be
the
like a
Last
cover
Chance band?
band. We would be
Oh,
like
yeah.
that something like that. We wouldn't be like a cover band. We would be like a
Uncovered band.
like a like an uncovered band or like a plastic wrap covered band.
Undercover band.
Just so y'all know, me and Earl's already played Last Chance. So
Yeah, it won't be the first time.
Okay.
Sounds like
little
we got an
history.
in.
they'll
Yeah.
recognize us.
Yeah, well, I might try to get my deposit back. $1,100 seems very steep for a rain stick.
You
According to
can't
my
just buy
phone,
the
yes.
first one.
Yeah.
You see.
Right. And that was my mistake. I was
And
in
you went to
the-
Guitar Center to get it, so that's
right.
also
I was
another
in the
mistake.
Guitar Center looking at instruments, and I was like, what could we do? I'm trying to get us back into black.
Mm-hmm.
what could we do
that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
So
Is that what you was in the guitar store looking around and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to get me a guitar and learn how to play? No, I'm not going to do that. Why am I in the guitar store? Is that what you said?
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't it at all. He was in the guitar store, and that was probably the first thing he thought. But then afterwards, he was like, you know what, I can't play a guitar, but you know what Earl can do? Earl can probably play this Rainstick real well.
Yeah.
Put the Rainstick on layaway,
And
now we're here.
build a guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Now
I needed to get Earl something for Christmas, and I thought, what better than a Rainstick? I knew he didn't have one. I didn't know he didn't know that a Rainstick was a thing, but I knew he didn't have a Rainstick.
Which is also kind of cool because, you know,
Oh yeah.
there's not many things that
Because
Earl
we
doesn't
found
know.
something
yeah.
And
that
we
y'all
found
know
something.
that Earl didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
we got
And
we
listen,
got it as a gift.
It hadn't took. It's taken what 14 episodes or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, but finally, you need to mark this on the tape.
Yeah, and
It is.
I am. Today is a fulfillment day. I mean, I have learned something.
We'll timestamp it.
It makes you want to go home and take a nap, don't it?
I'm thinking serious about it. Yeah.
I thought,
Overload.
honestly, when I was looking at that Rainstick, and I thought, that's got Earl's name wrote all over it.
Yeah.
Then, for a brief moment, I thought, there's a chance Earl has a Rainstick.
It was a good chance.
Hanging
Yeah.
up by his harpoon at the lake house.
Right. Right. And I thought, I got to get Earl something that he doesn't have. And then I got to thinking, like a Tesla?
Yeah.
Like can't afford a Tesla.
Can't get you a Tesla.
You see where the servers went down for Tesla and people couldn't get in their car or crank them up?
Oh, shit.
I didn't hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. Nah, that's
Worldwide server outage. All the Teslas shut down.
Damn.
That's
That's
what I
why.
heard on the news.
That's why.
Which is bad enough, except they had a rocket up there too that Tesla owns.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere out in the galaxy, somewhere
Yeah.
out there.
What happened with that rocket that was crashing?
Russia
yeah, that's
blew
right.
one of theirs up. Is that it?
No, this one was supposed to crash back down to Earth, and people were just peeking outside like,
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Where's it at? I think it fell in the ocean.
okay. That's what they were saying, that 99% of the Earth is covered by water.
Something like that.
How much?
That's what they said.
Okay.
I don't know who they is, but they said
I wouldn't be watching that news organization anymore.
I'm not gonna watch.
So it's a
that
good
anymore.
chance it's going to land in the water.
Yeah,
they
well,
say.
That's what
there's
they
a good
said.
chance. There's
Right.
about a
Listen to Demi
65%
Lovato.
chance it'll land in the water.
Right.
But
And then I said, well, you know, what if it doesn't? And they were like, well, you better watch out.
That was the answer. Like when people were concerned, they're like, "Hey, we need to do something about this," and like go to the government, like, "Hey, y'all need to. What are we doing with this?" They're like, "Yeah, y'all just watch out."
Yeah, basically.
Be
careful.
You watch out.
Yeah.
you gotta watch.
Yeah.
Wear a hat.
Huh?
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, wear your hard hat. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I
We had a speaking of that, we had a Beaver Moon this week. Did y'all get up and see it by chance?
Beaver Moon.
Did you hear anything about it? Y'all know anything about it?
What is a beaver moon? What's that?
It's where the Earth's shadow covers the moon.
Oh, so it's like black.
Yeah, lunar
Commonly
eclipse.
referred to as an eclipse.
Yeah, eclipse.
Groundhog Moon.
Beaver Moon.
What's the difference?
Then a groundhog and a beaver.
Yeah.
I think a beaver got bigger teeth.
And a
Okay.
bigger tail.
Yeah,
There we go.
And they get in water. Yeah.
yeah.
Groundhogs, I don't think get in water.
What do groundhogs do?
They just hogs are not full grown yet. I mean,
Low,
Low-
short
low- yeah.
hogs.
Low
Yeah.
riders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hairy hogs.
Hairy hogs.
Hairy low rider hogs.
I was all prepared to talk about this because I got up and watched this Beaver Moon.
Well, how was it?
It was neat. I mean, it was pretty neat because it lasted like 3 hours.
Mm.
You know, and it turns it don't turn black. It turns like a real dark brown color.
Does it turn all the beavers like to like
Zombies.
yeah, like little zombie beavers
Well,
or something?
you know that I asked her why you got a Beaver Moon.
Yeah.
You know, and apparently it's the starting of beaver hunting season
Oh,
when you
yeah.
always see this.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I did hear
So
that.
now we can go hunt beavers.
Well, the thing about it is, they said this is the first time he's gonna be able to see it in 558 years.
That's why there's so damn many beavers. We ain't been able to hunt them
Exactly
in half a
what I
century.
thought.
Yeah. But now
That's why you
Now
open
it's on
season.
now.
Yep.
It's on now.
Yeah.
I'm going out with a freaking
Ah,
shotgun, and I'm gonna take
Break
some
out
beaver
the old
pelts.
AR and go do a little beaver hunting.
Yeah. This is it. That's the 500-year war.
You know what?
Yep.
Y'all lying about that. Exactly what I thought. Because I was thinking because it happened like 2:02 in the morning to 5:07 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I really thought.
Hold
you
on,
know,
I
when
thought
I
it
was
lasted
watching,
for 3 hours.
huh?
I thought it lasted for 3 hours.
It did.
Oh,
Only 3 hours. So, do you think that people can only hunt beavers during those 3 hours, or is it like a
I think the opposite.
start
Because what I thought is when that thing started,
starting fire?
you know,
whatever.
you can't hunt no beavers. But when that thing got across there, as soon as it got to the very end, I bet you there's like 80,000 people went out to the AR-15s
Yep.
hunting beavers right then.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
You know,
Like
5:07 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 60 beavers off themselves that morning.
Like a sand glass up
Yeah,
there,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
face
an
it.
hourglass, you know, just
Mhm.
counting down the seconds, you know.
Probably.
And then people run out of their house with their boots and their AR-15s.
Yeah.
I'm get me a beaver today.
Death to beaver.
Death to all beavers.
What is it if you look at a solar eclipse, turns you gay or something? What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 'cause I don't like
Now
watch
you
live
telling us.
Well, don't worry, Earl. There's always another one coming around, so like reverse it.
It turns you blind or something?
Yeah,
Turns you into a
It'll
vampire.
blind you. If you stare at the sun long enough, it'll mess your eyes up.
It ain't even got to be
Yeah.
eclipse either, does it?
No.
Just be regular sun.
What's the one? I thought there was one that was like a zapper, like, you know, it.
It's like
you
a
ju-
laser beamed out your eyesight.
Yeah, that's what they always said. Like, when we were in school, they would teach you about eclipses and whatnot. And they were like, I don't remember if it's a solar, lunar, you know, native. Well, I don't know the types
Mitsubishi.
of eclipses, but there's the one that if you look at it, you go blind. Is it like an instantaneous thing where it's like,
Nah.
That's the
zaps
one you heard you had to make that little box and have a mirror. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
And you had to watch
Flashlight
it through
in
that
there. Yeah,
box,
yeah, yeah.
and
Well, no, I think
I'd say I wasn't gonna watch it.
think y'all might have not been paying real close attention that day in school.
I wasn't. I'll admit to it. I can't
Well, I
name a
looked
day
at
where
it.
I was paying close attention in school. You know,
that's why I have such bad eyesight.
because you look at
I
solar
looked,
eclipses.
I looked at it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought because you didn't pay attention in school.
Well, that too.
How you feel about your love life?
You can watch that Beaver Moon see.
That's how I would look at it. I'd be like, yep. What?
What?
I'm just trying to see if what I heard was factual.
What's that?
You look at a lot of eclipses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how you feel about women
Or me?
I love them.
and men?
It didn't turn me gay.
Okay.
It didn't turn me gay. So
All right,
I
cool.
see what you're getting at.
Yeah, that's where we was going with that.
But I am blind. I can't see.
Yeah, so don't look
yeah,
at
don't
it.
look at eclipses, whatever you do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I hear stuff, and then I think, that doesn't sound right.
If it doesn't sound
you
I don't
misheard
know.
it.
I don't know if I trust your sources.
That's why I ask Earl.
That's right.
Yeah,
I put a lot of trust in Earl.
Hold up, you still got a lot of trust in Earl after finding out he don't know what the hell a Rainstick is?
Knowing I had no clue about a rain stick.
Honestly, I'm going to take the rest of the day just celebrate that we taught Earl something. You know,
We finally contributed something.
I was trying my best to help Earl with the dryer situation last week.
Mm-hmm.
Dryer went bad,
Yep.
and Earl is a genius fixing it.
Swooped in.
Yeah.
Fix that.
Speaking of that, was the dryer just sitting up there drying one day and said, "Yes, I'm done with this," and just quit?
Could have been.
Yeah.
It might have had. I don't know. Earl could probably tell us, but it probably had something to do with the electrical short in the building that could have killed us all. But Earl was examining the dryer and checking it out, and
breaking it down.
Yeah, and so he's testing the wires to see what's good, what's bad, and he's like, that wire's good, that wire's good. And I noticed that the dryer was unplugged. And I said, Earl, you want me to plug that dryer in for you so you can test those wires? And I've never seen Earl look like this before. But Earl looked at me and said, "What? No, it's unplugged." And I said, "Yeah, you want me to plug it in?" And he said, "No."
I could
Not
get
at
hurt.
all.
Yeah, and I said,
What do you mean?
and then in my mind I thought, "You fat idiot! What kind
You've
of question
crossed
was
the
that?"
line.
Yep.
That's
I was
what
like-
you thought. I've crossed the line.
Because I was thinking, well, to see if there's some juice in a wire, you might need to plug it up. And Earl's like,
You're an idiot.
"What?" And I was like, "I'm just going to stand here and hand him tools."
I'm sorry. I'll hold the flashlight.
Yeah, yeah. I was getting out of my wheelhouse of what I was doing.
That's right. You were overreaching.
you out of your lane.
Lifting heavy
Executive
things,
overreach.
handing tools. That's my area. code. I'm gonna stick in there.
Mm-hmm. Stay in
Earl-
your lane, homie.
Yeah, Earl's got the wires going, and he's looks like a damn mad scientist trying to reignite Frankenstein over there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You want to plug it in?" He,
What?
idiot. He didn't say it, but I could feel it in his heart.
You felt
You
it.
see it
You
in his
felt
eyes.
it in the look. You're like,
Yeah. His eyes said,
quit.
"Idiot," and then they whispered, "Fat." I was like, "What?" But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with all the people watching, listening.
Both of you?
Josh
Yep.
wired the dryer up. So if
Good
there's
job,
a horrible
Josh.
accident,
So why are you putting this on record? Stop. No, we didn't. I didn't do any of that. That was a perfectly fine dryer when we hooked it up.
We got a
If the house burns
we got
down.
a certified electrician to hook it up for us in
Yeah.
case the house burns
Just
down.
kidding.
good point.
Hmm.
Good point.
No, I was proud, man. I thought I did something.
No, you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
A certified electrician did it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
UL certified.
Well, I got them here, and they did it.
There you go. All the wiring's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Correctly done, up to code.
Yep.
As far as we know.
As long as that green wire's in the right place, them other two really don't matter.
Uh-oh.
That one that goes in the middle.
We
Yeah.
cut the green one off.
It's like,
Didn't need it.
Oh,
Didn't
that
have a
one
place
That's not,
for it.
that's not good.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
the-
an extra.
Yeah, we thought that was like a spare. Like, if
Yeah,
red
just
and
in
black
case one.
mix, it's green.
Here's green. Cut it off. Save it for later.
Yeah, save it in case you need it later. So
Like extra screws.
Yeah.
You just got them. You got them sometimes.